Football stadiums come in all shapes and sizes. Some sit deep in city centers, others are tucked away in tiny villages. But today, we're looking at something special: football stadiums perched right next to the sea. Here are 20 of the closest football stadiums to the sea in the UK. From breathtaking coastal backdrops to stadiums battered by sea winds, let's dive in. 20. Gayfield Park. This stadium sits just yards from the North Sea in Arbroath, Scotland. Built in 1880, this historic stadium has a capacity of 6,600, with 861 seats. It's the closest football ground to the sea in the world. At high tide, the waves can actually spray into the stadium. Players often battle fierce winds, making it one of the hardest places to play in winter. 19. Caledonian Stadium. Next, we travel north to the Caledonian Stadium in Inverness, Scotland. It's perched on the edge of the Moray Firth, with stunning views over the water. Opened in 1996, this stadium holds 7,512 fans and is home to Inverness Caledonian Thistle. While it's separated from the water by a road, strong winds and mist from the Firth often make their presence known. 18. Blundell Park. Now, let's head to England. Blundell Park, home to Grimsby Town, is located in Cleethorpes near the Humber estuary. Opened in 1899, it has a capacity of 9,031. Although commonly thought to be on the sea, it's actually next to an estuary. Grimsby fans are known as the Mariners, a nod to the town's fishing heritage. The stadium's exposed location makes it one of the coldest grounds in the UK. 17. Bloomfield Road. Next, we visit the famous Bloomfield Road in Blackpool, just a stone's throw from the Irish Sea. This stadium has been standing since 1899 and can hold 16,616 fans. It's just a 10-minute walk from the Blackpool Tower and the famous promenade. However, the stadium's exposed position means games can get extremely windy. 16. Highbury Stadium. Just up the coast from Blackpool, we find Highbury Stadium, home to Fleetwood Town. Built in 1939, this 5,327 capacity stadium has been the heart of football in Fleetwood for decades. With the Irish Sea just a few streets away, players often face strong winds during matches. 15. The New Lawn. Next, we travel back to Lincolnshire. Cleethorpes Town's New Lawn Stadium is located near the Humber estuary. Built in 2003, this small ground holds just over 1,000 fans. Though not a league stadium, its close proximity to the water makes it one of the windiest grounds in non-league football. 14. Weston Home Stadium. Down south, we visit the Weston Home Stadium in Weston-super-Mare, just minutes from the Bristol Channel. Built in 2004, this stadium can accommodate 3,500 fans. It's not uncommon for players to hear the waves crashing during matches. 13. Falmer Stadium, Amex. Now, we visit the Amex Stadium in Brighton. While a few miles inland, it's still close enough to feel the sea breeze. Opened in 2011, it has a capacity of 31,800. From certain parts of the stadium, fans can catch glimpses of the English Channel. 12. Fratton Park. Next up, Fratton Park in Portsmouth, one of the most historic stadiums on this list. Built in 1899, it holds 20,620 fans. Located on Portsea Island, it's one of the only stadiums in England situated on an island. 11. Victoria Park. Next, we visit Victoria Park in Hartlepool. Located just a short walk from the North Sea, this stadium has been home to Hartlepool United since 1908. It holds 7,856 fans. Sea breezes and harsh coastal weather make this one of the toughest places to play in winter. 10. Seaview. This stadium sits in a prime spot along Belfast Lough, just a short distance from the Irish Sea. Home to Crusaders FC, one of Northern Ireland's most successful clubs, this stadium has witnessed decades of thrilling football. The pitch underwent a major transformation in 2009 with the installation of a 4G surface, ensuring matches continue despite Northern Ireland's unpredictable weather. It's also used for international youth games and even hosted a UEFA Europa League qualifier. 9. St Mirren Park. Located near the River Clyde estuary, St Mirren Park, also known as the Smysa Stadium, replaced the club's historic Love Street ground. It's a modern facility designed for both football and community events. St. Mirren FC, a club with a proud history dating back to 1877, plays here in the Scottish Premiership. Fun fact, the stadium's naming rights were briefly held by a local car dealership, giving it the quirky name Simple Digital Arena. 8. Southwood Stadium. Ramsgate's Southwood Stadium might be small, but it holds a big place in the hearts of local fans. This non-league ground is just a short walk from the English Channel, and strong sea breezes often influence matches. Despite its size, the stadium has hosted FA Cup qualifying rounds and seen thousands of passionate fans pack the stands on derby days. 7. Dumbarton Football Stadium. Sitting right on the banks of the River Clyde, Dumbarton Stadium is one of the most scenic in Scotland. It sits in the shadow of Dumbarton Rock, an ancient volcanic formation that adds a dramatic backdrop. Home to Dumbarton FC, the stadium has also hosted various lower league finals. The open design means players often deal with strong winds whipping in from the river, making long passes and shots unpredictable. 6. Flamingo Land Stadium. Scarborough Athletics' Flamingo Land Stadium is just minutes from the North Sea coastline. After the old McCain Stadium was demolished in 2007, the club spent years in exile before finally moving here in 2017. The stadium is modern, compact, and perfect for the town's passionate fan base. Strong sea winds often play a role in matches, adding an extra challenge for goalkeepers and defenders. 5. Cappielow Park. With a stunning view of the River Clyde, Cappielow Park has been Greenock Morton's home for over a century. One of Scotland's oldest stadiums, it retains much of its traditional charm, including a famous wooden main stand. The club has played in the Scottish leagues for decades, and Cappielow has even hosted Scotland U21 international matches. 4. Somerset Park. This is another classic Scottish stadium with a coastal backdrop. Ayr United has played here since the 19th century, and despite modern upgrades, it retains its old-school terracing. The stadium's location near the Ayr coastline means that heavy winds often impact play, making it one of the trickiest venues for visiting teams. 3. Lynx Park. Just a stone's throw from Montrose Beach, Lynx Park is one of Scotland's most coastal stadiums. Home to Montrose FC, this ground has seen some wild conditions due to its exposure to North Sea winds. Over the years, it has hosted cup ties and international youth matches. The stadium's artificial surface, installed in 2015, helps mitigate weather-related disruptions. 2. New Bayview Stadium. New Bayview overlooks the Firth of Forth, offering one of the best views in Scottish football. East Fife FC moved here in the late 90s, leaving behind their original Bayview Park. It's a small but modern stadium, and its proximity to the sea means that wind often plays a major role in games. On clear days, fans can see across the water to Edinburgh. 1. Croft Park. Located near the Northumberland coastline, Croft Park is home to non-league giants Blyth Spartans. This club has made a name for itself in FA Cup upsets, with memorable wins over league clubs. The stadium, despite its size, has hosted over 10,000 fans for historic matches. In winter, harsh North Sea winds turn it into one of the toughest away days in non-league football. Outro. And there you have it, 20 of the closest football stadiums to the sea in the UK. From modern arenas to historic grounds battered by sea winds, these stadiums have something special. Have you visited any of them? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more football content.